you find somebody lecturing Yoweri Museveni. It's really madness.
President Yoweri Museveni, a presidential candidate again for Uganda elections 2026, is seeking to extend his rule beyond 4 decades. In this video, we examine, is this about 2026 alone or the making of a life presidency? Could Museveni be ruling not just by choice but by circumstance, trapped between history, legacy, and the absence of a clear successor? Let's count down the forces shaping Uganda's most defining election yet.
From that humble beginning, 5 years ago, we were able to build this force which defeated 16 offensives by the Obote army.
Museveni's story began not in 2026, but in 1981, when he launched the guerrilla war that toppled Milton Obote.
Our army had destroyed at least 300 vehicles.
For his supporters, this was the birth of stability. For critics, it was the beginning of a dynasty. This war still defines him, his legitimacy, his image as the liberator, and his justification for clinging to power. For Museveni, stepping aside could mean watching that legacy unravel. Museveni's extended rule was made possible by 2 landmark amendments that reshaped Uganda's political future. In 2005, Parliament voted to remove presidential term limits, opening the door for Museveni to run indefinitely. What was once a 2-term ceiling vanished overnight. In 2017, another historic vote scrapped the presidential age limit, which had capped candidates at 75 years. Without it, Museveni, born in 1944, cleared the last major legal obstacle to ruling for life. For his critics, these moves were the ultimate proof of entrenchment. For his allies, they were necessary adjustments to allow Uganda's stabilizer to continue leading. Either way, these 2 amendments cemented the possibility of a life presidency. Every empire eventually faces the question of succession. In Uganda, that question is louder than ever. Is it Muhoozi? Is it someone else within the NRM? Or has Museveni created a system where no one seems strong enough to take over without him? Some argue that Museveni is not holding on because he wants to, but because the alternatives are too weak, too risky, or too divided. Could he be a victim of his own success? In 2021, Bobi Wine electrified the nation, drawing millions of young Ugandans into politics. Today, he remains Museveni's biggest challenger in 2026. Museveni knows the opposition is no longer fringe, it is loud, visible, and determined. By staying in the race, Museveni sends a message: I am still the only one who can hold this country together against that tide. But is that confidence or fear? Uganda is not just another African state. It is a regional power in East Africa. From peacekeeping missions in Somalia to mediation in South Sudan, Museveni has positioned himself as a continental player. To foreign powers, he offers predictability in a volatile region. This external pressure makes his exit even harder. For allies abroad, Museveni is the devil they know, and replacing him is risky business. With 40 years in power, Museveni already sits among Africa's longest-serving leaders. Now, with 2026 secured, some say the path to life presidency is not just possible, it's inevitable. Others argue Museveni himself may not have planned it this way, but history, succession fears, and regional stakes have cornered him into a role he cannot abandon. Is he clinging to power or trapped by it? As Museveni marches into 2026, the question is no longer just about beating Bobi Wine or positioning Muhoozi. It's about the fate of Uganda's democracy, the weight of his legacy, and whether history will crown him as a stabilizer or condemn him as another African strongman who overstayed. But what do you think? Is Museveni choosing life presidency, or has Uganda's political reality chosen it for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is far from over.